Happy Friday, everybody. It's Paul Catalina's Top 5, brought to you by Ticket Club. These are guys who can take over a game. So some of these are obvious. These are the stars of the Sweet 16. Number 5, Caleb Love. He is absolutely someone who can lock in, just get completely focused on, I've got to go make this happen for the Wildcats, and does it. He absolutely just does it. And early in the season, like as went Caleb Love, so went the Arizona. They've been a lot better since then. They can be streaky. They can be a little bit in and out of games, but they've been locked in the second half of the season because Caleb Love hasn't had too many off nights, and he is experienced in March. He's won a lot of big games in March. He was on that North Carolina team that made the unexpected run to the finals and was 24 minutes away from winning it before they collapsed. And what he meant to that team, what he means to this team, he is someone who can absolutely dominate a game. And remember, that was a few years ago. That was when he was a young player. He's got a lot more mileage now and experience than he did then. Number 3, LJ Cryer at Houston. When he was here at Baylor, he showed potential to be able to do this. He was a scorer. He could shoot it, was not a great defender. And his family wanted to be back closer to home. He wanted to be back closer to home in Houston. He's from Houston, so he went there. And Kelvin Sampson got the maximum amount of defense out of him that you can get, and also turned him into a much more consistent and regulated shooter. Sometimes at Baylor, he would just kind of be reckless, but he was always a dead-eye shooter, and he had big moments. Like, he's won a title before with Baylor. He was a freshman on that team. Had a big moment making a shot before halftime in the Elite Eight, I want to say, that really kind of set Baylor on a roll. He has pelts on the wall already, and when it comes time to, all right, let's go make some threes, this dude can do it. He's got ice in his veins. Very, very impressive player and very impressive growth from LJ Cryer over his years in college. Number 3. Walter Clayton Jr. at Florida. I should probably have him higher on this list. Garrett and I talked about him on the triple option on Thursday about how he's in this like Steph Curry generation of players, and he's modeled his game after Steph, and you can see it. His degree of difficulty on shots is ridiculous, and he makes them. He's probably the best pure shooter in the country. There might be some that you can argue with him with, but he is Florida's first ever unanimous All-American. And this is a team that under Billy Donovan won back-to-back titles and didn't have a unanimous All-American. Joakim Noah was on that team, not unanimous All-American. Walter Clayton, the first one for Florida, a team that has got a really good basketball history in their past. That's for a reason. He is absolutely dead-eyed, good, great shooter, and he's been a problem for everybody who's played the Gators this year. Number 2, Johni Broome at Auburn. If you say, well, Paul, that's obvious. Yes, it is obvious, but I do have to mention him because best pound-for-pound player in the country, in my opinion, even over our number 1 guy who can take over a game because he's older and a little more experienced. But Johni Broome, man, when you watch this guy get going, nobody can defend him. You just cannot defend him. The best thing you can do is get in his way a little bit. And when he is going, Auburn is tough to beat. Very, very tough to beat. They play great defense. It's a staple of Bruce Pearl teams. He's great on defense. He's great on offense, and he can run the game for you. Number 1, the presumptive number 1 overall pick in this year's NBA draft, more than likely, Cooper Flagg at Duke. Here's the thing. They can win and win easily without him. They showed in the ACC tournament 2 weeks ago. But when he's in the game, it's just something you can't account for. There is no one who really matches up with him on defense because he can do so many things. He's quick around the basket. He's long. He's a great shooter. There's nowhere on the floor you can really defend him, so he's a huge problem. And he's a problem that defensively no one's been able to solve all year long. Yes, Duke played in a down ACC this year, but they only lost one ACC game. They didn't have a dumb loss. They lost to a good Clemson team. They don't have cheap ones. They didn't have losses to NC State and Miami and FSU. Like when they lost the teams that were towards the bottom of the league or played the teams at the bottom of the league, they won. And the biggest reason for that, in my opinion, other than depth, is that Cooper Flagg is a matchup nightmare that no one has figured out yet. Now, in the NBA, somebody will figure him out. They figure everybody out. But for right now, you're not figuring this guy out. There's not, you just have to hope that you play your best game against Duke and they start making mistakes, which they haven't all year. They are so well coached, and this guy is so difficult to defend. I'm not sure that there's maybe one or two teams that can get them in this tournament. As a matter of fact, I did pick them in the Final Four to lose to Houston because I think Houston is the only team that can defensively figure out this dude. That's going to do it for the top 5. We are off into the weekend. Have a great one, everybody.